Hey guys, and potential coaches. My name's Brad. I just wanted to kind of kick off the channel with a bit of like an intro, kind of talking about just a few simple ideas, namely what is HUBB, what kind of uploads are going to be doing on the channel, what I enjoy most about the game that we all know and love, Blood Bowl, and what my hopes are for the future of the channel in general. Spoiler alert, they're pretty humble. But yeah, so what is HUBB? And it's an acronym. It is literally an acronym for Hope Ultimate Blood Bowl. And what is Hope Ultimate Blood Bowl, you ask? Well, that is the league where the best coaches in the world have convened to play the best game in the world, Blood Bowl. Yeah, so I mean, right now it's actually pretty small, pretty elite league, I would say, of just 8 guys. So just shy of 10 players on our first season, which for Hope, not a bad turnout. Hope's a pretty small town. Yeah, so we're looking to grow it, but right now we got a pretty merry band of dudes, and I mean, we're just looking to bring more content to the world of Blood Bowl, to draw more coaches in, and keep that sort of cycle going, that ball rolling until the wheels fall off, baby. So without any more tooting on our own horn, what kind of uploads are you going to do on this channel? And that's kind of an interesting one, because one thing I've definitely noticed is that there's a fair amount of, like, I guess you'd call them war reports, or like battle reports, you know, just games of regular Blood Bowl, a little bit of sevens, not really a ton for Dungeon Bowl or Gutter Bowl, which is crazy, because in the HUBB, that's like 2 of the most popular formats, especially between myself and the commissioner of the league, who we'll get an interview with later, I'm sure. But yeah, we want to bring more of those games to YouTube and abroad, just because, man, they're so fun, they're so funny. They're a little bit shorter typically than like a regular game of Blood Bowl, so you can kind of enjoy them in a more concise sitting. And yeah, there's just not enough Gutter Bowl games out there. For as great of a game it is, not enough. I mean, who doesn't like pub brawl version of Blood Bowl, basically, is what it boils down to. On top of that, we'll also get our league games in. That's sort of a primary reason for me creating this channel, was I wanted to have just a nice little sort of like a record where coaches could sort of look back through the past games, like, oh yeah, I love that play when I jumped that dwarf, or, you know, oh, when I triple skulled it and then got the reroll and triple skulled it again. Love that. You know, I just wanted to have like a nice place where we could get all of our, or at least as many as we could of our league games in. And, you know, have that all documented for coaches and just for anyone who wants to watch hell of a good game of Blood Bowl. Yeah, on top of that, and kind of tying into that, I really wanted to get a coach's corner kind of segment going perhaps in the future, where throughout the league, as it progresses and sort of in between it, I wanted to get interviews with coaches and sort of get their opinion on things, find out what team they're running, how they're liking it, what they really don't like about it, because yeah, Nuffle knows that there's plenty of things not to like about plenty of teams. Not to be too negative, but yeah, I feel like some teams could use some work, maybe. But also on top of the coach's corner, just you know, pick their brain a little, get that sort of like inside scoop on things that other just even team breakdowns don't necessarily get into. You know, those like plays that work out really well for some teams that you don't really hear about until you're actually on the pitch playing. You know, so, you know, maybe nicer for new players looking to kind of get some strategy tips, that kind of thing. Yeah, from experienced coaches. And then lastly, I mean, that's come to mind. Certainly, if there's more segments, we'll put them out. But I really wanted to do some paint tutorials. Probably not myself, because I'm not that great a painter. But definitely we have a few coaches in the league and in town who are just top-notch guys. Really, really good work. And I wanted to get them in and just, sort of build that overall sense of kind of fullness to the hobby community. Because Blood Bowl is really a game of so many different facets, just like any tabletop wargaming, if you could call it that. All the many different parts that go into the hobby, I would love to kind of shine a light on, put a voice to, and put it out there for you guys. So moving on from what kind of uploads we're doing and into what I really enjoy most about the hobby, the lifestyle, I should say, is, man, no other game, video game or board game otherwise, has quite the same sense of chaos and camaraderie to it. It's all so up in the air with Blood Bowl. It's I'm gonna save my dog from destroying the recording setup I have. But yeah, it's also undetermined. You can have the best team in the league, in the world. Some say I may have, but one bad position, one bad roll of the dice is really all it takes, and suddenly it's a whole new game. I've seen some unbelievable things occur on the pitch, both for reasons that they're so astronomically far-fetched that, like, you wouldn't even think to begin rolling the dice to, like, play out this crazy, like, half-baked play that just, like, for no reason other than Nuffle's blessing works. And then consequently, those plays that just seem so ironclad. You've got there's a classic a gutter runner in our league who will always get the double ones on dodges or go for it. Doesn't matter. He has sure feet and he's got all the extra bits and baubles that you could put on him to kind of get this insurance policy, and Nuffle doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. So yeah, as tragic as that is, I mean, that's part of what makes that game so absolutely hilarious and so fun and so replayable, and yeah, just can't get enough of it. Blood Bowl is sincerely top notch, but also, like, it's the camaraderie and lightheartedness of the actual community, the coaches in your league or at your tournaments. It's one thing that's really stuck out to me is I've played fantasy. I don't know if you can see, I've got some hiders and stuff up here. I played a little bit of 40K. I played my fair share of tabletop war games. I'm trying to say a good number other than that. And one thing I've really noticed what stuck out about Blood Bowl is the guys who are playing, the coaches, it almost turned, like, they become the fans in the stands in that sense, and like the atmosphere shifts from being the traditional wargaming where your general's overlooking a field of battle, and it goes to two buddies watching a sports game, and just I think that element really aids the aspect of, I don't know, yeah, just camaraderie, togetherness. It puts everyone on the same team, if that makes sense. Even though you're playing against each other, you're all part of the same league, part of the same crowd, part of the same group of guys playing the same damn good game of Blood Bowl. And I just love that it's niche, frankly. It's kind of cool that it's like a little corner in a corner of a world where we just get together and roll some dice and have fun, hang out, and play Blood Bowl. I love it. And my hopes for the future of this channel, this documentation for the league, for HUBB. Well, like I said, I want to record as many league games as I can. I just think it'd be really cool to give, like I said, the coaches a library for the history of their games. That way, like, really the best element of Blood Bowl is a Blood Bowl league, in my opinion. And the best element of a Blood Bowl league is the story. And what better way to improve that element than to record the story? Because I mean, it's one thing to, you know, sit around with the guys and say, oh, remember that one play? And you're kind of trying to like pull on, at least in my case, a very, very faded memory of your past to try and make a patchwork of all the great times you had in this game. What better way to do that than to actually just have a one-to-one document saying, here, this is what you did, here's what you did wrong, here's what you did well, hopefully, and in any case, now you have to look back on and share with the world, and hopefully, provided YouTube doesn't take it down for some reason, or YouTube isn't destroyed, we'll have it forever. And I think lastly, the main goal for the channel and what my hopes are in starting this is really draw in and build upon the existing community for Blood Bowl coaches in the Fraser Valley. If you don't know, that's a little circle in corner of the world, Western Canada, very, very Western Canada. Really, and that's the thing, if you're in the area, come out, play some games with us, even if it's not in the league. If you just want to roll some dice for the night, we play every Tuesday. I'd love to have you. It's really, I mean, like the game doesn't exist without the coaches, and we love seeing more coaches. So, I mean, already for season 2, which is coming out in maybe a couple months, we're taking signups. Maybe even less than that now, actually, now that I think about it. We're looking to have an increased coach count for our league, which is sweet. It's awesome. It's exciting, and yeah, we're looking to keep that steam going. Just keep shoveling the coal in, and keep hammering along the tracks, baby, to keep extending that reference. It fell apart a little bit, but we'll take it. I'm sure if I wrote something down, I could have come up with a cool Blood Bowl related one. Yeah, not football. You know what's actually funny too? I'll just say on the way out. I have never watched a game of football in my life, or rugby for that matter, which I'm told Blood Bowl is a little more akin to. I'm not a huge sports guy. A little bit into MMA, combat sports, but yeah. For as much as I love Blood Bowl, not even half interested in football or rugby or anything akin to it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me for the whatever 13-15 minutes it's been, and I hope to see you on the future videos, guys. We're gonna do some classic YouTuber stuff. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.